What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Thursday night, Thirsty Thursday. I got the big old XL drink from Wawa here to help me get through this live stream because I'm not going to lie, I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed, y'all. But I'm here. I'm showing up for the people who are showing up and showing out at 10 o'clock at night here on the East Coast. So I appreciate all y'all. But first things first, let's get into the chat. Cheater, Pumpkin Eater, Scott is the first one in the chat, like always, followed by the one and only Clock Family Adventures. Chuck Spencer coming in a close third. Robin in fourth. The Moonlight Adventures, Justin Chastity in fifth. Cam in sixth. And so on and so forth. And so we go. Tess Almond in the house. I hope you are all having a fantastic Thursday. We are into the holiday season. We are full stretch. I'm working 7 days a week. And I'm overdoing it. But y'all you got to get your packages, right? So I'm doing my job, making sure y'all packages arrive on time. But y'all read the description, right? Tonight we're going to talk about the Carnival Jubilee making her way to Galveston, baby. Galveston, Texas, getting ready to welcome the brand new Carnival Jubilee on the 20th of December, as well as Margaritaville At Sea coming in clutch with a second ship, a new to them ship, which surprisingly is not as old as the first ship, the Margaritaville At Sea Paradise. It's younger than that ship. So I can't wait to get in and talk about all of that. But how is everyone doing tonight? I hope it is going well. I hope everyone's having a fantastic time. Tess, I cannot wait to get on the Jubilee with you and have a good time. Josh, I'm super stoked for the vlogs to come out. You got 148 days to go. I think I'm at 20-some days to go. Shane in the house. Spiker's Crazy Adventures in the house. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So it's going to be an epic amount of vlogs that get filmed on that ship, and they're going to come out fast. So make sure you're subscribed. You got that notification bell rung, because I promise you them vlogs are going to be pumping out quick. I get on the ship on the 30th, I believe. Hold on, let me pull up the calendar so I'm not giving you all the wrong date. I get on the ship, yes, on the 30th. So look for the very first vlog on the 30th. That's when the first vlog is going to drop. Danny D, the super spectacular super supporter in the house. Did you get your package, Danny D? Let me know if you got your package. But that's what it's going to be. I'm going to drop a vlog the very first day. I'm going to drop the steakhouse the first night. There's going to be so many vlogs coming out fast. Super, super fast. Lisa in the house. What's going on, Lisa? So the vlogs on the Jubilee are going to drop quick. But that's what I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about the Carnival Jubilee, and I want to talk about the new ship for Margaritaville at Sea. Now, listen, I know there's a lot of people out there telling you Margaritaville at Sea is garbage, it's hot trash, don't do it. Let me let you on a little secret, okay? If you take a big piece of metal and you sail it around the saltwater ocean, it's going to be rust covered. It doesn't matter how old it is. It doesn't matter if it's brand new, if you put it on there today. Rust is going to show up somewhere along the line, right? So you can find rust on a 30-year-old ship, mind you, which is what the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise is, or a 2-year-old Celebrity MSC Carnival Royal Princess Holland America Cunard ship. You're going to find rust. It's inevitable. It happens. You got steel floating around in the middle of salt water 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's going to happen. You're going to find rust. But from the pictures I have seen, I am so stoked about this Margaritaville at Sea Islander. Now, this ship used to be an old Carnival class ship. It's a Spirit class ship. It holds a little over 2,600 passengers. So this is the biggest ship for Margaritaville at Sea. It's going to be one of the biggest ones they've ever had, even prior to partnering with Margaritaville, Grand Bahama. It used to be Grand Bahama Paradise. So even before partnering with them, this is still going to be the largest ship they've had to date. So many balcony rooms on this ship, over 1,100 cabins available. And the last refurbishment is 2024, because that means it is in dry dock right now. So I looked it up over here on Cruise Mapper. It's currently sitting in port off the coast of Italy at a shipyard. And that means one thing. Ships go to shipyards for one thing. refurbishment. So it is currently in the process of being refurbished. It has already been registered with the Bahamas. It's flying the Bahamas flag right now, and it's registered in Nassau. So it is a 23-year-old ship. You can't expect things to be perfect. I have a 23-year-old brother, and he is far from perfect. You can't expect things to be perfect. He's 23 years old, right? So you have to go into things with an open mind and open expectations. That's what I did when I went on the Margaritaville, and I can tell you now, when I went, I had a phenomenal dinner at the steakhouse. The show was phenomenal. The crew was phenomenal. The room was clean. The ship was clean. Was there things that were wrong? Yes. But it's a 30-year-old cruise ship. People get with the program. It's 30 years old. When you were 30 years old and you woke up, some days you didn't feel your best. Your knees would crack, your bones would ache, your joints would be sore. It happens. It's 30 years old. So go into it with an open mind, open expectations. The same thing I tell everyone with MSC. You might not like it. It might not be for you. But if you go into it with an open mind, you never know. So I'm super stoked about that coming very, very soon. And the main reason I'm stoked about that is because it's going to be sailing from my home port in Tampa, Florida. So we're talking about a 40-minute car ride for me. I don't have to pay for parking. I don't have to do any of that. And I can go on a 4-night, 5-night cruise, Progresso and Cozumel, Cozumel and Key West and Progresso. There's so many options for this 4- and 5-night cruise out of Tampa that I can promise you now, I'm going to be on one of the very first sailings of the Margaritaville At Sea Islander, and I'm probably going to be on a few of those sailings on the Margaritaville At Sea Islander, especially if they keep those rates like they have with the At Sea Paradise. On the Islander, you can bet your bottom dollar that this boy is going to be driving to Tampa, not just for work, but to get on that cruise ship in the very, very, very near future. So now that I'm done rambling, let's get to the comments real quick and see what some people are saying in the comments. Danny D, get her package. She loves it. Awesome. So glad you got your package. Blah, 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 blah. Boo, 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 boo. Everyone's saying what's up, what's up, what's up, Felicia. Everyone's saying hi. Tess, let's go here. Here we go. Mike, I was thinking I should record mine of my friends since it's only the second sailing, but hey, I'll leave it to you and just send my friends and family a link. Perfect. That works for me. Tess is doing Rudy's on the first night. I am doing the steakhouse on the first night. Now, I have everything planned out. So for those of you who don't know what Tess does, Tess has like a print sheet. She has a big portfolio of what she's going to do, when she's going to do it. She's got a spreadsheet for everything. So I channeled my inner Tess for this cruise, and I started making a list for the vlogs I wanted to do. So I have every single vlog written down so far. I have it down to the day it's going to happen on, to the restaurant it's going to happen at, and the time. So I really can't wait to get those vlogs started. First one's coming is going to be the steakhouse. Embarkation day video and steakhouse are going to be the first ones coming, and then I got to get that ship tour done. I got to show y'all how amazing that ship looks from the inside to the outside. So that's definitely going to be one of the first videos that drop. I find it funny when people complain about all this salt on the windows and the wind when the ship is moving and the rust. It's mind-boggling, right? So it's like, for me, growing up north, our cars used to get a lot of rust on them. And people would be like, well, why's your car got a lot of rust? Well, I mean, we get snow. They salt the roads. You got snow. It happens. It's just part of life. You're not going to find a ship that's currently sailing to be in 100% perfect, pristine condition. It's not possible. And in my opinion, as soon as somebody lays in the bed, it's messed up. It's done. It's not new anymore. Tess says, I didn't have aches when I was 30, but now, yeah. Man, I had aches before I was 30, playing sports my whole life, football and all that stuff. My knees were creaking and cracking by the time I was 18, blowing out knees, blowing out hips, backs. 30 years old, I was already full-blown arthritis. But she's at the doctor now getting all fixed up. Absolutely. She is currently sitting in port in Italy getting some work done to her, putting some lipstick on her, making her look a little bit better. And as long as the prices stay good, I'm going to be hopping on that ship as often as possible. Josh says we got a good deal for the May cruise, Cam, and a casino deal. Awesome. Remember, you don't have to stick to plan. Mine is all tentative, but keeps me from forgetting to do certain things. So that's why I did it, right? So I writ everything down in my notes section on my phone. So that way I know. Because I'm doing all the specialty dining, right? So it's not like I'm just going to go and do Rudy's and steakhouse. I'm doing the steakhouse. I'm doing Rudy's. I'm doing Chef's Table. I'm doing Bonsai. I'm doing Emerald. I'm doing all the upcharge options that they have available and making individual vlogs on those upcharge options, as well as doing a combined food vlog video for all upcharged options as well as all included options. So I needed to get it figured out and planned out to where I knew I could hit everything and not be overeating or filling myself up to where I'm going to be sick or want to feel sick or anything like that. So it's all planned out. Hopefully it works perfect. If it doesn't work perfect, go with the flow, make it work. We'll get it there. The complaint I've heard about Margaritaville is the service, the lack of onboard activities, etc. But I think with this ship and the longer cruises, we'll make things better. Can't knock it if you try it. So that's the thing, right? So you're going on essentially a 2-day cruise. You get on the ship, you go to the Bahamas, you get off the ship. A lot of people didn't understand the concept of that original cruise. So the concept of that original cruise was to be able to go to the Bahamas, stay in the Bahamas for 4 or 5 days, and then come back. So it was initially a ferry idea, right? So I think what they did was good. I think they could have made it better, but I can honestly tell you that I've not had an issue with the service that I've had when I was on board. The food was great. The food was hot. Everything was fresh. The room steward was awesome. The entertainment was awesome. So I had an amazing time when I was there. Tess says, "Are you doing chefs?" I am doing chefs. I was going to do it at 80, but suddenly it is at 119, and I'm not paying 48% increase. It's the principle of things. That's nuts. So I agree. I don't agree with the fact that there was a silent bump in certain things. But here's my motto, right? I'm on a casino offer. I paid a fraction of what everyone else is paying on that ship. So if I can take a little bit more and spend that little bit more on something like Chef's Table or Rudy's or the Steakhouse, and I can bring y'all a vlog out of that as well, and I can document that for the people that want to see that, that works for me. It's a win-win, right? So it might be $150 for dinner. It's my first time doing it. What about now, Josh? Josh says I have an echo. Oh no, echo, 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 echo. Let me know if you still hear it. What about now? What about now? I am talking, Charles. Don't raise your voice at me, boy. Y'all need to type a little bit faster. What about now, 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 now? So I got to mess with my settings then. Is that better? What about now? I know. Well, when you don't say anything, I don't know if it's perfect because I can't turn it up here because then you'll hear the backtrack. So can you hear me now? Yeah, come on, man. Boo. What about now? I'm gonna get frustrated and just unplug it. That's what we're gonna end up doing. We're gonna end up going right to the audio of the iPhone. because I'm not going to keep playing this game tonight. Good, good. Let's leave it be. I'm not in the bathroom. You can listen. Let's do this so that way you can see that I'm not in the bathroom. Look at that. No bathroom. We're not in the bathroom. But now you can see the green screen. Now you know I'm not on the beach. Anyway, I'm at the beach. Anyway, let me get back to where I was. Where was I? In the chat. Now I gotta go back to where I was. Y'all made me lose my train of thought so fast. Chuck says, I wish I could go on the Jubilee with you guys, but I will be on a back to back. The Boats and Bros in February, 73 days. Let's go. Okay, so Chef's Table. That's what I was talking about. Chef's Table. So Chef's Table is $150, but I can't argue with it when I'm paying bare minimum to get on the ship. Yeah, he's just checking to see if I got pants on. I'm not Donald Ducking it. I will stand up, but no, I'm good. Um, but yeah, $150 for Chef's Table. I don't think it's bad. It's my first time doing it. I haven't done it before. So at $150, is that a little pricey? Absolutely. But it's an 11-course meal or 10-course meal. It comes with wine pairings throughout the whole night. I don't think it's bad to be able to bring y'all the vlog, and I'm okay with that. My head is on the ship and at the beach. LOL. T minus 23 days. Tess says I can argue with it, Mike, but I won't. Just not paying it. Glad you are. Look forward to seeing what you think. I've done it many times before, so no biggie for me. Yeah, see, I've never done it, so I should have done. I should have paid attention more on the Carnival website and got it locked in at the $80 rate before I ended up paying a ridiculous amount. But it might be a one and done thing for me. I probably won't ever do it again, but we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. But speaking of the Jubilee, she is currently making her way to Galveston, Texas. She's going to arrive between 8 and 9 a.m. on the 20th of December. So we're talking in less than 13 days. She will be in Galveston. On the 10th of December, she will be arriving in Tenerife for refueling before she sets course across the Atlantic to make her way to the Bahamas to get registered, and then on to the final destination of Galveston, where she will home port for the remainder of her time. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little jealous that Galveston's getting this ship, only because it's not going to be in Florida. But I got the Mardi Gras and I got the celebration here, so if I want to hop on an XL class ship within the same driving distance from, you know, anywhere, I can definitely hop on and just get on a XL class ship. But I mean, it's the Jubilee; it's the brand new ship, right? So I got to get on one of the first sailings. I got to bring it to y'all, and I'm super stoked because Kendall Fire is the cruise director. So for those of you who have not sailed with Kendall Fire, what are you doing with yourself? You need to get on a ship that she is cruise director on. She brings the heat. That's why her name is Kendall Fire. Um, but she's just an awesome cruise director. She's a blast to hang around with. She's a blast to just enjoy and listen to and all of that. So if you are on the Jubilee and you haven't been following along, go over on the Facebook and follow Kendall Fire. Follow John Heald because they have conversations, they show videos, pictures, and all that stuff about the new Jubilee, the flagship of Carnival, the Jubilee. Tess is like, man, she's okay, but she's not one of my favorites. Yeah, I mean, listen, to each his own, right? So everyone has their set favorites, and I think Kendall is perfect for this job here on the Jubilee. And I can't wait just to sail with her. This will be my first time sailing with her, but I've followed her for a very long time. I have sailed with her wonderful fiance Joey Boyles over on the Pride on my transatlantic and my Easter cruise. So I have had the pleasure of sailing with him. But I'm telling you, there's a few things I'm not looking forward to on the Jubilee, and I'm not gonna lie. I will not lie. I will tell you what I'm not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to the new room. If you've sailed on an older class Carnival class ship and you've sailed on the newer class Carnival ship, so like say the Pride for example, and you had a balcony on the Pride and you have a balcony on the Jubilee or the Celebration or the Mardi Gras, you notice how your balcony room is 10 times smaller on the new ships. I'm going to be going on this cruise with two other grown men. There's going to be three grown men in one little itty bitty balcony cabin. I am not looking forward to a little itty bitty balcony cabin. Listen, I wasn't spending a fortune to go on this cruise. This cruise cost us $900 out the door for all three of us to go, so I'm not going to argue. But I am not fond of the smaller cabin sizes on the XL class ships. That's one thing I'm not looking for. One thing I am looking forward to though is sailing on a brand new ship over New Year's. Like this is a holiday sailing. This is over New Year's Eve. And I know for those of you who are on the East Coast, you will have New Year's before us, only an hour. But I'm planning on going live New Year's Eve from the deck of the Jubilee. So that way I can show y'all what the party is like on board the Carnival Jubilee as they count down to the new year. So it'll probably be pretty late. It'll be about 1 a.m. your time on the East Coast. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to trying some new food options, and I'm definitely not. I'm so not gonna miss out on a day of Shaq's Big Chicken. I am so not gonna oversleep on this cruise and miss Shaq's Big Chicken. I'm so getting a big Shaq's chicken strip basket. That's probably the first thing I'm gonna do. Now y'all already know I'm a blue iguana guy on embarkation day, but there's big chicken on this ship, and I have not had big chicken in a very, very long time, and I need that big chicken. The last time I had big chicken was October. No, it was November of last year. I was gonna say October of this year because Cameron brought me some popcorn nuggets to New Orleans, but I ate them a day later. They were cold. It wasn't the same. So I have not had big chicken in over a year. Cannot wait to get that big chicken when we get. Tess says, yes, 129 square feet, but I'm only sharing with one other and rarely in there, so it'll be fine. Yeah, and it's tough, right? So I know I'll barely be in the room because I'll be out filming so much and doing so much. But to have three grown men share one bathroom, I can tell you right now, there's probably going to be a vlog of me going to the spa and using the spa shower to get ready because I'm not going to wait for everybody else to get showers and all that other stuff. I'm definitely going to be hitting that spa bathroom up. Cruise with you, or are they not into it? We do family trips. Yeah, so the family does cruise with me. It just depends on when, where, and how we can do it, right? So there's five of us, and there's not a lot of five-person cabins on ships. And depending based off of the offers I get, but we do a lot of stuff throughout the year. Like we take trips and all that other stuff. This year it's almost Christmas time, but this year we got some stuff in the works, and no cruises on the books yet. But there's going to be something coming in 24. What's going on, Kurt and Marsha over there at See Me Traveling? Holidays will be a nice break, but I drive from Kansas City on the 27th. We'll work a couple hours more that afternoon from the hotel, and then fly to Houston on the 28th, and working a couple hours on the 29th. Yeah, so I get in on the Thursday. I get in Thursday. I fly in Thursday night, late at night Thursday, and then I wake up Friday, and I'm going to get dino ribs for lunch. Like that's the one thing I want to do when I get to Texas. I just want to get a big old slab. Probably not even a slab because if y'all ain't never seen a dino rib is like a whole pound and a half of meat. It's a big old beef rib, and that's what I plan on doing for lunch on Friday, and then hit up Bucky's Friday night, cruise on Saturday, get up early, throw the drone up in the air, and try and get some footage of the Jubilee as she's sailing in, and then get on the ship and bring y'all some vlogs. I like the Spirit class, plenty of room on the promenade areas with no bottlenecks. And that's the one thing, right? So the Mardi Gras definitely had some areas of the ship where you would bottleneck up at. Celebration had fewer. So I could see where they made some changes on the celebration versus the Mardi Gras. Now I'm hoping on the Jubilee they made some more changes where there's no bottlenecking areas. I definitely did enjoy the walkie of the casino the other day from John when he posted that. The casino absolutely looks better. Everything looks a little more spaced out. It looks not as bad and crowded machine wise as the other casinos have been. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to checking out the theater. I'm a big fan of multi-purpose venues, so the center stage area, I'm a huge fan of the center stage area on what Carnival has done there. If you can multi-purpose an area, I'm such a huge fan of that because there's so many different things that happen throughout the day. And I'm not a real big old school atrium style guy. Now I do like the old school atriums, don't get me wrong. I like having the bar there. You can sit down at the bar, listen to live music, have a couple drinks, whatever it may be, but I'm a huge fan of multi-purpose venues. So when you can have a venue area at nighttime where you can put on a show or a playlist production show or the Family Feud, and then during the day you can have it open and you can watch as you're sailing down the Gulf and look out to the water, things like that. I'm such a big fan of multi-purpose venues. So the Celebration Station, Celebration Central, and all that stuff, I'm a major, major fan of that. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the new shows they have. They have announced they have 2 new shows that are coming on the Jubilee, as well as some other ones that are off the Celebration of Mardi Gras, which in my brain, probably Celestial Strings, which is not a bad show, and probably Under the Big Top, which is a really good, like, circus style show that I enjoyed. I seen those on the Mardi Gras as well as the Celebration. I haven't seen Big Top on the Mardi Gras. I've seen that on the Celebration. So I'm looking forward to the new shows. I'm looking forward to just being able to see like what they did different between all 3 ships. This will be the first completion of ship class within Carnival for myself until they come out with a new one in the XL brand. But as of right now, I haven't heard no talk of another XL class ship getting built in the very near future. But this will be the first time completing a ship class, so I'll know what each one of those ships have had and what they offer. And yeah, just can't really wait to get out there and check it out and enjoy it. We'll be in East Tennessee tomorrow night, hoping to pick up some well water and good bourbon. Let's go, bro. Get it. Are you going to see the family out there? Get some more summer sausages. Tess says, Cameron, I land in Houston about 11 a.m. on the 29th, working a few hours that afternoon. Once in Galveston by 5 p.m. I'll be free for 8 days. So I land on Thursday, barbecue Friday, Galveston late Friday night. We're staying at the Harbor House. Where are you staying at in Galveston, Tess? Tess says elevation party on Celebration was off the chain. I loved it. Danced for an hour straight and didn't even care how sweaty I was or how bad I looked. Fabulous music. Yeah, so they have a lot of good like Carnival has a lot of good dance parties, right? So whether it's the embarkation party, whether it's the Salaway, whether it's the Rock and Glow 80s party, they have a lot of good parties that they throw. But the evolution and all of that, and I think it's called We Are One or whatever. They put on some great stuff. Like I'm very happy with the entertainment on board Carnival. I've had entertainment on board some ships that it's just like, eh, I don't need to go see that again. Not saying any names, Norwegian. Uh, but yeah, there's some entertainment that I was like, yeah, that really wasn't worth my time. But then there was some that was like blown away that I was like, yeah, I could definitely see that again. Tess says, FYI, my granddaughter that will be with me hasn't been on a ship since she was 13. She's now 21. Looking forward to seeing her mind blown. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad she's coming with you. I know this is like graduation present, right? Hampton Inn and Suites on the beach. So we were originally going to stay in Houston Friday night and just get a ride in by the Saltwater Moms on Saturday. But Cameron has been stalking the Facebook page, and there was a lady that posted um, she had an extra room at the Harbor House that she wasn't going to need, and instead of canceling it, she wanted to see if anybody wanted it. So he called me up. We made the decision to go ahead and grab it off of her. And now we're staying at the Harbor House, which is great because that's originally where I wanted to stay. but the price at the time was ridiculous because they only had like the king size rooms left. It was like $500 a night. I was like, that ain't gonna happen. Josh said, "Yes, sir. Let's go." I just picked up. If I had to put weight to it, I say I picked up like 100 pounds of deer meat. I got so many bags of ground. I think I have like 12 summer sausage, cheddar and jalapeno summer sausage. I got about 8 packs of brats, cheddar jalapeno brats. So I had a buddy that just went hunting up in Kentucky, and he bagged a deer and extra deer and all that. So I got some ground, some brats, and some summer sausage made up. I just picked it up Friday, last week Friday. Made the kids deer tacos for dinner on Sunday. They absolutely loved them, so that was great. Evolution was 100 times better than any other party I've experienced on Carnival. The fun squads involved, the music covers many decades. It's the best. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that that's one of the parties that they're transferring from the celebration onto the Jubilee because it's been such a great party that they've had on the celebration, and it's been so well received that they're just going to bring it on over to the Jubilee. I don't know, Josh. I don't know if I got the heart or not. I know when I was younger, I've had deer heart, um, but I don't know if they had the heart or not. The guy just asked me if I wanted to cover the cost of it. It was $230. The whole deer, get the whole deer process and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, man, I'm cool with it. Best place I stayed was Tremont. Room with 4 beds and a sofa for 200 ish. Shared it with 4 other ladies. It was great. Now, see, at a price like that, I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain. That's a good deal. But supposedly this hotel is like right there, so I can't I can't wait. Like I said, I want to get there and I want to try. It's I'm talking a lot of crap, right? I want to try and get up super early in the morning and film it coming in. So it's coming in on the 20th, but it's not coming in with paying passengers on the 20th. So it's not going to be a full ship when it arrives in Galveston. When it arrives in Galveston on the 30th, it's going to be full of paying passengers. So I think there's going to be a big welcoming in or whatever it may be. It might happen on the 20th. It might not. I don't know. There's not a lot of information out right now about it, but I want to get up early enough, throw the drone up in the air, and try and get some good footage of the ship as it's sailing in. I assume so that'll be on the Jubilee. It'll be better. I hope so. Julie, I still owe my kids a graduation cruise from 2020. They both graduated that year. My son from college, my daughter from high school. Get on it. Bring them on the boats and bros. Let's go. Question: why are deer balls the cheapest meat in the world? Because they're under $1. Josh coming in with them dad jokes. Man, I had so many dad jokes when I was a kid. Harbor House is a great location. That's awesome. Good. So I'm a big seafood guy too. So being able to go and get some seafood while I'm there will be great. Try some things out. You know, they say everything's better in Texas, bigger and better in Texas. Um, I don't know how that is because Alaska is twice the size of Texas. And I was going to buy Matt and Slinky shirts that said, "Isn't Texas cute?" And it literally was Texas inside the shape of Alaska. But I didn't buy it because I didn't want to stir up trouble. Have you seen any shows by a guy, Anthony Sherman, I went with him in Spain? He works on this. I have not. I have not. Tess says everything is not bigger in Texas. So I know. I love Matt and Slinky, and Matt Slinky always gives me a rationing when it comes to like certain things. So I seen that shirt when I was on my Alaska cruise in July, and it says, "Isn't Texas cute?" And it was just the outline of Texas sitting inside the outline of Alaska, and I was like, "Oh, that's perfect." But I didn't buy it, and I didn't send them back, so I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get yelled at. But I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm stoked. There's a few things that I need to get done before I go, um, and there's a few hearts I got to break before I do go. So let me just break those hearts now. While there's 16 of y'all in here, I will not be going live until from now until I get on the Jubilee. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But it's time for everyone to spend some time with their families. It's the holiday season. I have a new vlog dropping this weekend, a new vlog dropping next weekend, a new vlog dropping the weekend after. But I am going to take a break from lives until I arrive in Galveston and show y'all the big, beautiful Carnival Jubilee. So this is the last live from me, personally, just me, my Thursday night lives until the Carnival Jubilee. Be on the lookout. There is going to be another peer-to-peer podcast live coming very, very soon. Me and Josh are going to close out the year, just us, no guests. The hostess with the mostest. We're going to close out the year on that very, very soon. But that's it. I'm not going to go live the next 2 weeks. I want everybody to enjoy their family time. I know there's a lot of us that are getting ready to hop on cruise ships in the very near future. So soak it in, enjoy. It's the holiday season. Keep Christ in Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, everybody, and all of that good stuff. So I'm definitely going to enjoy working 7 days a week. That's pretty much why I'm not going to do it. I'm working 7 days a week up until Christmas. So it's definitely a little tougher when you go live this late at night to keep your eyes open for the whole time. Tess says, I am not a vlogger, but I'm going to go live on Facebook on Embarkation Day, mostly to connect with some of my cruise friends that will be boarding. Yeah, I know, right? So I'm not going to lie, I'm a little jealous. The Sharon at Sea group cruise is going to happen over New Year's. I should have did that one too, but I needed to get on the Jubilee. It wasn't just the new ship; it was getting on and completing the trifecta, the Mardi Gras, the celebration, the Jubilee. My first cruise with Carnival was on the Mardi Gras, so it's going to be nice to close that out to end that era. And I probably won't be getting on the Jubilee again in the near future, right? So this is kind of like a one-time thing for me unless I decide to go out of Galveston again. I didn't decide to go out of New Orleans again either, and then I got on the booze cruise. So, not saying it's not a possibility, but I can tell you it's not going to be soon. I'm probably going to do it the end of this year, and then probably not again for at least a year. Um, but I mean, it happens, right? It is what it is. I want to get on it. I want to bring it to y'all. I want y'all to be able to check it out and enjoy it as much as we all do. And then, you know, bring all those food vlog videos because I know everybody loves those food vlog videos so much. I was kind of jealous, but it was 2K more expensive for me than the Jubilee, plus the higher airfare couldn't justify that. And that's my thing, right? Like if I can get the cruise relatively cheap, depending on the airfare, I don't mind. So I'm a big airline stalker when it comes to my airfare, and I've recently started booking Southwest a lot more because my bags fly free, but not only do my bags fly free, but they charge me a no change fee. So if I go in and I can see that my flight that I booked for the day I arrive in Texas on the 28th has went down in price, I can go ahead and get that refund as future flight credit and voucher form, and I got my flight cheaper. Yeah, I may have paid more in the long run because I put out more money in the beginning, but here I am getting money back. And I'm gonna let y'all a little secret: my flights to Texas round trip right now are currently being paid for by Southwest because I've gotten so much money back. I think I'm only like $8 out of pocket on this flight with the amount of refunds that they've issued me over the last 3 months. Tess says I'm Southwest all the way for the bags, the points. They are usually less expensive. Plus, they send me free drink coupons. Nice, nice. Keep the drink coupons. Send me the free Wi-Fi. Like I'm all about that internet. Give me that internet. I can do more, be more productive with the internet than I can alcohol. Tess says my flights cost 75 ish with points, and that was the cool thing, right? So like when Cameron was talking about keeping an eye on the flight, and I was like, checking it, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna get this. And then the first day I checked it, it was like $45 back. Checked it again the next day, it was like $2 more. Checked it again 3 days later, $30 less. So I must have like 12 or 13 issued vouchers through Southwest that adds up to like $290. I'm like, yeah, keep them coming. I got future flights to book. Keep them coming. Free Wi-Fi is for everybody. Yeah, but if you want the good stuff, you gotta pay. I learned that the hard way on my way to New Orleans because my dad needed me to do something for him, and I was up in the air. I couldn't do it unless I had the good Wi-Fi. So I paid. I think it was like $8. Wasn't bad, but for those quick flights, just give me the Wi-Fi. Keep the drinks. I have a $90 credit right now from rebooking on Salah. See, boom, let's go get them re-credits. And for those of you who ain't doing that, don't stop what you're doing. Check the app, refund yourself some money, and then get yourself free flights in the near future. Because I'm telling you right now, is easy as one, two, three. Super, super simple. Cameron says I prefer them over everything. Flying Southwest to New York before I fly to Barcelona cruise, it was so much cheaper. Final cost for my granddaughter was $225 after rebooking for credit. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. And I did the early bird check-in, so that was like an extra. I think it was like $20 for the early bird check-in. Because for those of you who don't know how I travel, I'm gonna give you a little rundown of how this goes. You ready? So Mike goes to work all day long, and then Mike has to race to the airport when he's done work to make sure he can drop his bags off fast enough. So like when I flew to New Orleans, I worked all the way up until 8 o'clock. My flight was at like 9 something. I think it was like 9:30, 9:40, something like that. So I worked all day long. I got done work at 8, and then I had to rush to the airport to drop my bags off, and then get in and do all that fun jazz. I live on the edge. That's why I always travel in the day before. And if it's a close port like New Orleans, or if I'm flying over to Miami, Galveston, I'll push that flight as late as possible just so I can work that day. I'm not gonna miss. I'm not gonna miss that day of work. I think my big bro's girlfriend got credit when she got her flight canceled last year during the time she was supposed to come, but this time she was flying United. Tessa, get the Southwest credit card. Lots of points for free early birds per year. I'm gonna have to look into that. I got the Carnival credit card. I'm very happy with that credit card. I'm very happy with the points I get, and that's another way I save on my cruise. I'm gonna give you all my secrets. I'm gonna give you all my dirty little secrets. Carnival's great. I love my Carnival credit card. It's one of the best credit cards I've ever had. Um, I get points for everything, so after I come home and see like a $500 charge, I can use my points and pay off that $500 charge. So that's a great little credit card to have too. Um, but I'll definitely look at the Southwest one, see if it's in my realm and worth it for me. With me, it's tough, right? So there's a lot of times that I try to book like dirt cheap airfare. Like if I'm going up to Jersey to visit family, I'll fly Spirit and I'll just take a backpack. So I'll fly up real quick, hop on the plane with a backpack, hop off the plane, visit with family, turn around, fly back. And with me working right next to the airport, I get those tickets dirt cheap because if you go to the airport ticket counter for Frontier or Spirit, you don't have to pay those excessive fees that you pay online because you're paying a processing fee. Ultimately, you're paying a processing fee. So if you go to the ticket counter, you'll get it cheaper. So if I see a ticket round trip that's like $90 for me to fly from here to Philadelphia, I'll go and get them at the ticket counter, and it's like $43 round trip. So I'm paying less than $20 round trip for me to go from here to Philadelphia. So we can get such cheap flights on Spirit and Frontier that my uncle flew up last month. He flew up in the morning, spent the day in Philadelphia, and flew back that night. And it was like 30 some dollars round trip. So I'm always looking for those quick little trips, those quick, cheap little flights. Even if I ever went to Chicago or anything like that, I would definitely check Spirit and Frontier because if I can get them that cheap and just have to take a backpack, I'm all for that. So, but other than that, man, that's it. That's what's going on. Margaritaville at Sea acquires a new ship. Jubilee is on her way to Galveston. And I'm super stoked. I'm super, super stoked. I got a new vlog dropping this weekend. It's another vlog from my transatlantic. It is the best day in Valencia vlog that's going to be dropping. Other than that, that's about it. Like I said, working 7 days a week for the next few weeks. peak season. So if y'all keep sending stuff in the mail, y'all are the reason I have to work so much. So I appreciate y'all because y'all is the reason I got a job. Other than that, anybody got any questions for me? I know there's got to be some questions. Danny D says Chicago is an amazing city. Been there a couple of times. That's where Big Bro and his girlfriend live. Yeah, so like with me, if I go to Chicago, I'm going for one thing, and it's a beef sandwich. Like I'm all about the beef sandwich. We have a Portillo's down here. If I can go there every day and eat at Portillo's and not gain a pound, I would absolutely do so. I absolutely love the Italian beef sandwiches they have there. Y'all like the hat? I could tell people I had this hat made because if I put my glasses on, it pretty much looks like me. But I didn't make this. I bought this Timu out of all places. I bought it off of Timu. I want to go to Chicago. I want to go to Chicago. I want to go there when they dye the lake, dye the river, or fill it with dust. That's what I want. But that's all I got going on, y'all. That's pretty much it. Make sure, you know what? Make sure y'all are subscribed. Make sure y'all got the notification bell on because I'm telling you, them Jubilee vlogs, they're going to come out quick. They're probably going to be the fastest vlogs you've ever seen from me. Will G in the house. What is going on, brother? So they're going to come out super, super fast on the Jubilee. Other than that, I got nothing else going on for the rest of the holiday season. So here you go. You ready? I want to go to like. I want to go to some crazy places, right? Like I want to go to Milwaukee. I want to go back to Seattle. I want to go tour like certain areas of the U.S. that have not necessarily like a historic meaning, but like a graphic meaning. Like I'm a big murder mystery guy, so to be able to go to like crime scenes in Seattle, crime scenes in Milwaukee, and things like that, I would like to do that. I'm a big murder mystery dude, and that's it. If I'm not working on YouTube, I'm watching YouTube, and 9 times out of 10, if I'm not watching all my cruising buddies and all that and showing my love, I'm watching murder mystery videos, whether it's cold case files or serial abductions or things like that. I'm constantly watching murder mystery. So that's a little bit of tidbit of information you didn't know about me. And yes, Jolie, Timu. I got this hat from Timu. I think I paid like $3 for it. I got two of them. No, yeah, I got two of them. I got a black one and I got a gray one. And then I also ordered a hat that's just like a regular ball cap, and it says cruise on it. Well, I'm not gonna wear that one. I gave that one to my 6-year-old because the brim was like over here, and then the word cruise was like over here. So the hat was like this, but it said cruise. So you'd have to wear it crooked in order to get the word cruise to be straight, or if you wore it straight, the word cruise was like over here on the side 3/4. So definitely not wearing that one. Um, I ordered my boys Christmas ornaments off of Temu too. I don't even know if I should show y'all too. The boys are gonna see. But I ordered these for my mom. Scotty and Chuck are getting these this year because you're getting gas for Christmas. So there you go, boys. You already seen your Christmas ornaments. They just ain't made it out in the mail yet. But I gotta give the boys a Christmas ornament to keep on their tree. They gotta get a little something. They gotta get a little something something. So, um, yeah, just be on the lookout for some things. There's gonna be some things coming out very, very soon, whether it's vlog wise or to your mailbox. I don't know. A bunch of y'all might be getting stuff this year. Who knows? Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, Christmas cards. If y'all want a Naughty Cruiser Christmas card, go over to Facebook. Send me your address. If I have your address already, don't worry about it. It's already on its way to you. But I did Christmas cards this year. They're pretty cool looking. I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty awesome. I'm not gonna show you. You just need to wait for them to come. But y'all, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. We still got 10 minutes. That means I'm gonna hop off here early. 10 minutes early. And I'm gonna get to sleep. 10 minutes after. I gotta clean all this up, y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. I appreciate all y'all for hanging in clutch with me tonight. 10 o'clock at night. I know it's late for a lot of us, and a lot of us got work in the morning. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I know I'm gonna cut it short, but I'll see y'all in a few short weeks on board the Carnival Jubilee. Thank you again for all of y'all sticking around, all 8 of y'all coming in clutch, holding it in for the night. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Tell a friend, tell a family member. If you get pulled over by the cops, tell the cops. And until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Peace.